Yeah, it's a terrific day for our sport and for motorsport in general, that we can pull off such a huge coup as this, to have their top flight NASCAR commentary team actually coming out here, calling it all live back in America, primetime Saturday night. Darryl on the team. It's a great moment for V8 Supercars.
Well, I think this is going to be a tremendous event for speed. To bring your series to the American audience is really going to fill a void. Now, I go back to the days of the Trans Am series of the early 1970s, when all of America's best racers were in road race cars, cars that looked like the cars that people were buying in the showroom, running on America's best racetracks with the best talent and the best teams. And since then, aside from the great IMSA Camel GT of the 80s, we haven't had that kind of road racing in America. So I think this series is just tailor-made for our audience, and it's really going to fill a hunger that they've had for some time.
You know, when you think about this race, it's like the Indy 500. It's like the Daytona 500. It's like Formula One at Monaco. This is a major, major race for these guys. This is their biggest race of the year. It's 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles on a 17-turn road course, the mountain they call it. I am so fizzed up to get down there and hang out with these guys. I mean, I've watched this on TV, and I'm just really, I can't wait to get down there and hang with these guys, because it's exciting, most exciting racing I've ever seen.
I think what it proves is that we're really gaining international traction. I mean, to have the Whole Speed Fox organisation from North America so dedicated and so involved in covering both the Bathurst round and the Gold Coast round as an experiment as to what we're going to get into in season 2012 is tremendous.
For several years now, we've been hearing Marcos Ambrose tell us how great the racing is in Australia and the great talent that it produces, and of course that he's the proof of that. And he's right on all counts. He has established himself as a star in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. He's got a victory under his belt, and every race you see him giving it all. So you just imagine a whole field of Marcos Ambroses out there, and you know you're in for a really great, entertaining race with a good bit of aggression, plenty of contact, and a lot for the viewers to enjoy.
When I knew I was going down to Bathurst, of course, I went to the local expert here, you know, Marcos Ambrose, and asked him about the racetrack. He said it's one of the most treacherous racetracks he's ever raced on, one of the most difficult races that you'll ever run. I mean, 620 miles, that's a lot of racing on a road course. Plus, there's hazards everywhere. The corners are treacherous. You've seen kangaroo on the racetrack, for heaven's sakes. And, of course, the competition is amazing. These guys will qualify within a second of each other. That's how close and how competitive the cars are.
You know, sometimes Australians aren't very good at recognising just how good they are at doing things all over the world. And this is a good example where we're really excelling in motorsport, and everybody in the pit lane is to be congratulated we've got to this point.